Ladies and gentlemen, here with Joe. We're just going to do a short video about the Second Amendment of the United States, the second article of the French Declaration of Rights, and why they don't have one, and it would have been the 10th. Now, the Second Amendment of the United States is a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And the article that we're talking about is Article 2. The goal of any political association is the conservation of the natural and imprescriptible rights of man. These rights are life, liberty, property, safety, and resistance against oppression. Now, how would you resist oppression without guns? So Joe is telling me guns are extremely obvious. It's obvious that they help resist oppression. So Joe, there was a story about why they didn't put the right to own guns in with these articles of the rights of man. Go ahead.
Yes, so there was a lot of debate and different projects for the different articles, and there are different, many authors, they debate to each other, and Mirabeau proposed this following article. Every citizen has the right to own weapons or arms at home and to use them either for the common defense or for his own defense against any unlawful aggression that would endanger life, limbs, or the freedom of one or more citizens. So this right, in other words, was rejected as part of the declaration for this official motive. The right stated in the unresolved Article 10 was self-evident in its nature and one of the principal guarantors of political and civil liberty that no other institution can supply. So in other words, it was so self-evident that it doesn't need to be stated. And they added, the committee of the declaration added, that it is impossible to imagine an aristocracy more terrible than that which would establish itself within a state by that alone that one part of the citizens would be armed and the other would not be, that all the contrary reasoning are futile fallacies or sophism contradicted by the fact, since no country is more peaceful and offers a better police than those where the nation is armed. And now, today, the French nation is very against guns and mock the US about this. Our last most restrictive laws on guns are from the government which collaborates with the Nazi.
And those are leftover laws from there, huh? Now, I want to repeat that, the one key sentence there. There's no aristocracy imaginable worse than the one which would have some of the citizens armed and some not. Can you read that sentence one more time?
Yes. It is impossible to imagine an aristocracy more terrible than that which would establish itself within a state, by that alone that one part of the citizens will be armed and the other will not be.
It's a terrible thing to imagine, a state where some of the citizens are armed and some are not.
Yeah.
From the founding fathers of France, they thought it was too obvious.
Yes, that it doesn't need to be stated.
So they left it out of the article of the rights of man because it was too obvious to put in.
Yes.
Like breathing air and drinking water, of course gun ownership should be legal.
Yes.
All right. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Why does France not have gun ownership today? It is insanity.